If you're considering selling your company, one of the phrases that you're going to hear is a seller's thesis. And I have something that's even more powerful in the exit ratio 360, and it's a Titan thesis. And so what is this and why does it matter? This is a fantastic question. I'm Scott Sylvan coming live from Consulting Secrets on a perfect day to talk about business growth, opportunities, selling your business, a Titan thesis, and a fantastic day to talk about. I'm coming live from Sacramento. So a seller thesis is the breakdown, the history of a bunch of key stats around your company, organization, what you've done, what you've achieved. It is your history. A Titan thesis is all of the extra items that you can put into a seller thesis that prove you've got an A+ company and you deserve the maximum multiple. So let me define a couple of things for you first, okay? An A+ company means that when the market is paying a 4 to a 6 times multiple, you're getting a 7 or 8. An A+ company means like you've got your game together and like you are absolutely 100% allowed to say, I've got the best company in the industry, the block, the planet, wherever you live, right? Hopefully you live on Earth, that you have the ability to say, hey, here is what I've done. Now, I believe in a 5, 4, 3, 2 process. If you can go out 5 years and prepare for a sell, 4 years and prepare for a sell, 3 or 2, the more time that you give yourself, the more history that you can prove. And a Titan thesis is going to have elements of what most seller theses don't. You're going to have some information about your decision bands. You're going to have some information about some initiatives that you've done. You're going to have some information and biographies about your management team and some cool things that they've achieved, right? A seller thesis, I'm holding my fingers, probably like 1/4 of an inch thick. A Titan thesis, 1/2 an inch, right? We're gonna say it needs more content. It needs more information because here's what's going to happen. Let's say that you have an A+ company and an A company is trading at 4 to 6 and you want 7 or 8. You want that proof. You want that history. You want that ability to say, hey, look, for the last 5 years, I've been prepping for this. You want to be able to explain, hey, when I walk away, here's my dream. The day that I sell, I hand you the keys. There's holdback. There's going to be a holdback, but I'm not sticking around the office. I've already got somebody trained. I've got somebody who's ready to go, right? I don't want to be chained to a desk. I don't want to be here for 3 months or 6 months. I'll be available by phone. If you need me, I'll be available by phone. That's what you want. And that's what happens with a Titan thesis. That's like, hey, we've put all of this in place. We've done red team exercises. We have put initiatives in place, and all this is documented. You're going to talk about wins. Hey, it's okay to talk about losses. Hey, we tried a couple of initiatives and they didn't work, but you're going to break it down. You're going to put a report. Hey, here's a couple of things that we found. Right? Sometimes the data of why you lost is far more valuable than why you won. And so when somebody can go like, hey, we could probably recreate that, or we're not trying to recreate the wheel. What you're going to find is that ability to have a Titan thesis, I'm going to call it. You've talked about your company, your profitability, your monthly recurring revenue, your Q of E, your quality of earnings. You've done all of the reports. There are going to be people who do these reports in a seller's thesis, but you want to be like, mine's better. Right? My report's better. I've spent more time on this. And it does take work. It takes somebody specifically a couple of months to put this together. But the entire time, like let's say today, as you're watching this video, you go, hey, Scott, I really think I just turned 55. I really want to sell in 5 years. I want to sell by my 60th birthday. Like now is the time you start stacking the cards to your favor. You start working for that maximum multiple. And when you can get that maximum multiple and live the beach lifestyle, like if that's what you want, that's a more of a benefit for you. That's an amazing thing. Like me, I hate wearing shoes. So if someone's like, hey, Scott, we got this perfect thing for you to do, but you got to wear shoes. I'm like, I don't want to do it. And you want to exit and retire on your own terms or go to your next adventure on your own terms. You may say, hey, Scott, I love wearing shoes. Okay. Right. We're not going to agree on everything. I believe that a ribeye should be medium rare. You may go like, I want it well done. I'm like, I don't know about that. We can still be friends, but well done on a ribeye. I don't know. It's not my thing, but you want a Titan thesis. You want to be able to have that proof without a shadow of a doubt. Say I've got an A+ company. If you're like, hey, Scott, what does it mean to have an A company? Well, you're going to get a 4 to 6 ratio. It maybe, right? We're going to use these standard numbers. And then like a B company may get like a 3.5 or a 4. Like they're stretching at 4. And a C company, they're going to get 3. And then a D company means dead in the water. They're going to get 50% on the dollar. You want to be that A plus. I'm smacking the hood of my car. You want to be that A plus company. You want a line of people wanting to buy you, because then you can sell on your demands. When people are like, oh my goodness, you've built an amazing company, and you don't just have a seller's thesis, you've got a Titan thesis. We're ready to pay the maximum multiple. And by the way, you've built a company where you don't have to be here after you sell. You get to go and answer the phone if we need you. You have no idea what the value is of that. What you don't want, I'm going to promise you this, what you don't want is to have the number 2 in your organization, as the person you trained, your ops manager, your general manager, be the person who's in charge of you for 3 to 6 months. Or somebody else is brought in. Because here's what's going to happen is people, your employees are going to be confused. Like, who do I ask the question to? They come to you and they go, hey, boss, chief, dude, chick, whatever. I got a question for you. And you're going to go, I'm just here to answer questions. I have no authority here. I can't tell you. I can't make any decisions anymore. I don't own the company. It's uncomfortable. I've seen it happen multiple times. When you got a Titan thesis, you know, hey, got a question. Where do we find this document? Like, oh, it's in the shared file. That's what you want. You want the maximum multiple with the maximum advantage. You got 1 of 3 things to do from here. Just 1 of 3. Find the subscribe button. Click on it. Every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, you know what you got to do. Share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.